Brittany Lund with the Gift and Home Channel, and we're at the Dallas Market Center for the Home and Gift Expo. And I'm here with Marsha Horne, who is actually an executive etiquette coach. You have the Etiquette School of Frisco,
Yes.
which started out, interestingly enough, it started out you were coaching kids on etiquette.
Exactly, right.
And now, believe it or not, she's getting all sorts of business for executive coaching. Tell us how that's going.
It's going really, really well. It was so fun to coach children, and I'm still doing that as I have time. But it's so interesting that the corporations really feel like they want to polish their employees, and they feel like they need the etiquette training. So it's been a great line of business, Brittany.
I think it's a really important point that you're touching on, and you're feeding the community with society, actually, as on a grander scale of what's really needed as we move into this internet phenomenon and getting all these emails and texting and not really talking to people. And you're coming in and saying, stop the bus.
Right.
We need to turn this around and change our behaviors.
Yes, exactly. There's still nothing like an old-fashioned letter or an old-fashioned thank you card, which you will hear me repeat ad nauseum. I'm so famous for saying that. An email is not a thank you card. They don't even have the same letters in them. You cannot make thank you card from email. So nothing like that. Handwritten note, still very, very appropriate today, even more appropriate, in fact, because people get that email all the time, and it didn't take you any time to send it. It's completely different, and I think everybody loves to still get something in the mail besides a bill.
I know I do. I love love notes. In fact, I got so sick of bills that I started calling my bills love notes, just hoping that I would get some real love in the mail.
Right. It's all about the mind power.
Absolutely. And the way you think about it and your association to it. Now, interesting, I think, that you're here speaking to retailers about the importance of etiquette in your shops and in your business, which is different from what's being showcased here. We have colors and trends and displays and how to keep customers and get them in the door, and that's actually where you come in. Talk to us about really what you're saying to customers and how you're putting a little bit of a twist, a different conversation than what's traditionally being had at the gift show.
Right. Well, I think that the etiquette in our business is really so important. You know, we might have forgotten that we have these great products, we have great merchandising, but it's also so important to remember that the way we treat our customers is really a part of basic etiquette. And so in Find More Customers, Keep More Customers, and one of the seminars that we're going to be talking about today, we're really concentrating on how do we keep those customers. People still love to do business with that small business, with that personal owner. They really love that relationship. So we're talking about how do we keep them there. We enforce that relationship. We remember to treat them kindly. We remember to do great things for them, give them great service while they're in our store. And that's really a part of etiquette. And so we really touch a lot on those tips. You know, send those thank you cards to that customer. Here, I said it again. We really talk about, you know, when they come in the door, make a great first impression. Remember, smile, shake their hand, say hello, don't be grumpy. And so there's some key points that we should really remember as part of our etiquette in the way that we treat our customers.
Well, I think that's really important, Marsha, because one of the things that I'm finding in talking to retailers and hosts for the channel is that where things are today with the economy, that retailers are looking for a way to differentiate themselves, especially what we focus on, you guys out there. And a way to differentiate yourself is not so much having the unique displays, which we're finding to be very important, but it's making shopping an experience. And that's not so much the unique items, but it's how you treat them.
Right, exactly. I think with the mega stores, you know, I think a lot of them have access to some of the same products that we have access to. Of course, not all, because I know that your specialty shops out there and you can really edit your merchandise, and so they have a shopping experience that way. But the other piece of that is people don't like to go to mega stores because they really get treated as a number. No one knows their name. No one makes them feel special. They have to search all around the store if they need help finding just one item. It's impossible to find someone that can even help them. So they're coming to your store because they want to be treated special and they want that special service. And so we're reinforcing that through our etiquette. We're reinforcing the way that we treat them, and we're remembering, look, they're coming for that special relationship they have with you. That's the reason in the tough economy that they're still shopping with smaller businesses and smaller retailers.
And apparently retailers are still shopping, so all of this wondering of how retailers are going to respond in the economy, they're taking those dollars out of their pocket. That's you I'm talking about. You.
Right.
Taking the money out of your pocket and spending it, and it's about the retailer's responsibility of making it a delightful experience.
Exactly. It's so important to remember that they're there to have a good time. We want to have an enthusiastic staff. We want to have people that are kind-hearted. We want to make sure that they're enjoying themselves, and we can really do that by making sure that our staff has a winning attitude. That's another seminar that we'll be presenting here this weekend. A winning attitude really equates to having a staff that enjoys being around each other. That enthusiasm is so catching among the people that come to shop in your store. If you have a grumpy staff, don't you know that when you're shopping with people that sort of seem to be grumpy and they don't get along with each other, I know I don't like to be there. But conversely, when I'm around people that seem to really get along together and they're having a good time, I want to come back to that store all the time just because it's fun to be there. And so that's another important way to keep customers in our store, keep them coming back, and to really differentiate ourselves.
Well, I have to say, Marsha, in chatting with you and in working with you, it's also a personal approach to life. I mean, wouldn't it be great if people took some of these skills and just brought it into your everyday lives? I know it's worked for me, and just listening to you and some of the people that we've talked to today, they're going to go out and buy their thank you notes and start putting pen to paper and personalizing things. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Brittany.
It's a delight.
It's been a pleasure.
Marsha is such a grab. She's so much fun, and I know you'll enjoy more of her. And just for you guys, we've put more of her on camera and giving you some more of her very helpful tips on Etiquette 101 and really how to make your store and your customers' buying experience a true delight. So be sure to check out the rest of those videos on our new little host, Marsha Horne. I can say little because you're so cute and petite. I'm Brittany Lund with the Gift and Home Channel. Thank you, Marsha, so much.
Thank you, Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you, and thanks for joining us.